Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit out of breath. I forgot my box of cards, so I had to go downstairs for them. But now I'm out of breath and I feel a little bit out of place. The state of my hair. I got caught in the drizzle on the way to work and on the way home from work. Okay, advent calendar time. Number 2 on the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. He sent me rain yesterday. Where's the little penguin? Let me have a look. What have you sent me today? Come and show me. Oh, it's a gingerbread man. Hello. Emily would call, she used to love gingerbread man out of Shrek when she was very young. And she would call him Me Man. Me Man. You sent me a Me Man? Thank you. Can I get to eat you? with 23 sleeps to go. I received it. I've also been receiving so many messages. Let me just finish my Me Man. Let me show you the picture. So yesterday, and then today, Me Man. Me, I'm the man. Because I felt like there's something really exciting. I took some cards to work, and this morning I quickly just pulled 3 cards with my colleague. Not really intentional for any particular, energy to tap into. It came out with the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. And that's like an idea, a flash of inspiration. It's like you've got this idea, okay, I'm feeling proud of you. I'm not sure what you've done, but I'm feeling proud. And I am the man. Okay. The gingerbread man. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. So, I'm not sure if you're wanting to share this message now. Let's just see what the cards want to come out with, because I am intrigued. It's like, are you going to tell me or not? But I felt that energy all day long. It's just like, oh, come on. I know there's something that you're wanting to say. And we have seen that card with the Divine Masculine would like to speak. So I've got the 1111 card here, the 4 of Wands, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, coming into union, sharing that with the world, just about to go through the gateway. I'm holding my breath. Why? Because the feminine doesn't look, she's got one hand up in the air. You know what's coming through when I looked at that? Espresso yourself, Sabrina Carpenter. Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so. Say he can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me, espresso. Okay, so the first part, have a look at this card. So the beginning of that song, oh, there was another song that was coming through. Kiss the Rain. I think it's by Billy Myers. We'll check out the lyrics. Because I felt like that with the rain this morning. It was just like drizzle. Well, it's not been chucking it down. It's been drizzling. I could just feel it like kissing my face this morning as I was walking to work. An umbrella may have been wise, but I didn't want to turn back to get an umbrella. It was just, let's just walk in the rain. I can't relate. That's the beginning of Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. I can't relate to desperation. My give a fucks are on vacation. So, you're just about to walk through this gateway and it's like, I feel the feminine only knows half of the picture. It's not she doesn't know the story, but she knows half of the picture. So the story that she knows needs to be clarified. Okay, secrets, hidden secrets. Now, we're in the new moon, the energy of manifesting. Energy. What's going on here? In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep. Where are you walking to? Where are you going during your sleep? Your sleeping time. So is this dreams? What's coming through is the angel Gabriel. I was taken to Gabrielle. Dreams can come true. Look at me, babe, I'm with you. Again here, the masculine, it's like he's receiving intuitive insights, looking up at the moon, and the feminine's like looking at him as if to say, what do you know? Would you like to share? Because sharing is caring, and caring is sharing. I was taken to that drizzle energy, look, little raindrops. I will check out the song. Footsteps on the dance floor reminds me, baby, of you. Teardrops in my eyes. Next time I'll be true, yeah. Whispers in the powder room. Towards the end of my shift at work today, my eyes started welling up. Actually walking to work again. I mean, thank the Lord it was raining, drizzling, because the eyes were grizzling. It keeps happening. And I don't feel any emotion behind it. And then towards the end of my shift, like 15 minutes before the end of my shift, my eyes started welling up. I was like, come on. Let's see who sings the song Kiss the Rain, and we shall find out the lyrics. Billy Myers. Okay, hello, can you hear me? Am I getting through to you? Hello, is it late there? Is there laughter on the line? Are you sure you're there alone? 'Cause I'm trying to explain something's wrong. You just don't sound the same. Why don't you go outside, kiss the rain. Whenever you need me, kiss the rain. Whenever I'm gone too long. If your lips feel lonely and thirsty, kiss the rain and wait for the dawn. Keep in mind we're under the same sky and the nights as empty for me as for you. If you feel you can't wait till morning, kiss the rain, kiss the rain, kiss the rain. That's really interesting because, that's interesting. I saw it's this colour. It could be this card. No. It is that colour though. I saw it, but it was on the bottom of the deck. On the bottom of the deck now is bubbly, full of cheerful high spirits. It says, in the morning, I will know what to do. That one says, be still and see the power in me. I feel that's the divine masculine's energy coming through. He's feeling proud of himself. I'm feeling proud. I'm just not sure with what regards to. With what regards to. Kindest regards. I'm not sure what I'm having kindest regards to. In the morning, I will know what to do. There's still another verse. Hello. Do you miss me? Hello, do you miss me? I hear you say you do, but not the way I'm missing you. What's new? How's the weather? Is it stormy where you are? You sound so close, but it feels like you're so far. Oh, would it mean anything if you knew what I'm left imagining in my mind, would you go, kiss the rain? I'm trying to think of all the conversations today. In my mind. Kiss the rain as you fall over me. Think of me, think of me, think of me, only me. Kiss the rain whenever you need me. Kiss the rain whenever I'm gone too long. If your lips feel hungry and tempted, kiss the rain and wait for the dawn. Keep in mind we're under the same sky and the night's as empty for me as for you. My heart's really hurting. Whew. If you feel you can't wait till morning, kiss the rain, kiss the rain, kiss the rain. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Wow. Say, hello, Jasper. I'm looking down at my phone and all I can see is like Jasper's face. My baby boy. Okay. It's a defensive energy coming from the Divine Feminine. She's on guard. So, she's not trusting that this is true. You can become, shall we say, complacent with the messages. I've been reading these messages, for 6 years, and they just come out, and I don't really put too much thought into, well, most of the time, I can't remember the ins and outs of the message, so This is about paying attention. This feels like this big energy of growing up. Like this gingerbread man. He's morphed. I wrote down something today. Okay, I heard it on the radio. So the radio station I listen to, they do have like spiritual discussions on there. And there was a monk on there this morning, but I only caught part of the interview. But what I did catch, I wrote down because I felt it would help with attachments, like with surrendering. After I wrote it down, he did go on to say it's a good way to see whether or not you are actually attached to something. But what I put was what you prefer over what you desire. Less attachment. So, interesting. I thought that's good because I know what I would prefer. There's less attachment to it, the feeling of it, rather than I desire that. It's like, no, I'd prefer to have that. I touched on this kind of not long ago about not having favourites. I try not to have favourites, but this really helped me. What would you prefer over what you desire? Well, this masculine here is ready. What's interesting is you have to solve the riddle. I mean, this is a complete turnaround on the Divine Feminine, okay? It's like on you now. Because it's the Sphinxes are waiting for you to solve the riddle. And you seem to have this cloud bubble around your head or your face. What's coming through is the energy of believing. Like, because I feel the detachment has occurred, but have we let go of like our preferences of what we would put our preferences out there? The desires have gone, like they've been sent lots and lots of times. But now, there's something about really fine-tuning this Divine Feminines. I've just got all these puppies here, look at me, with goggles on. Goggles. I've taken slight goggle box. People's reactions when you're watching shows, particular shows. This masculine has to calm down his sex energy. That's where what would you prefer over what you desire? It's like you're right at the threshold. It's right there, like the finishing sash mark. Highlighted with the 1111. Excuse me. Why am I taken to like Jigglypuff? Who fell asleep? But when you're asleep, Jigglypuff's gonna come and, well, first sing you a lullaby to send you asleep, and then when you fall asleep, gonna squiggle all over your face. So that takes me to like yesterday's energy, where I was on about like directing people to the mirror. So like, before you wipe your face, just have a look at what I'm laughing at. Go and have a look in the mirror. Okay, go and have a look in the mirror. I'm not really sure who I'm talking to, whether the feminine, the masculine. This is the riddle. Who's the message for? And then we have the towers here, which is marking the entry point. I'm taken to like day and night. Because on the Chariot energy here, he's got a backdrop that's night, but then the background is day. I always think that looks like a dummy, a pacifier that's been thrown out of the pram, out of the Chariot. So you would give a child, you give a child a dummy, a pacifier, to soothe them. I was going to say to shut them up, but I don't feel this is the energy of feeling proud, because you didn't keep your mouth shut about something, and I'm not sure what it is, but we've got to try and figure it out. What did you say? All that's coming through is, yeah, but you're going to be proud of me. Okay. You know, this takes me to a document, an email that Jamie has just wrote to the police regarding our robberies and how they keep inquiring because they've given them a lot of evidence. I told you the kids once played cops and robbers, okay? So they caught the criminal. Jamie told him to take his mask off so he knows what his face looks like. And the police have told him the cases are closed. So he sent this email. And he's given it to Megan to read, and she's had to make some adjustments. She said, you can't really say to the police, thanks a lot for nothing, and tell them about how to go about and do their job, you know, but yeah. He said, well, why not? She said, I've removed that part. I always say, what's said is said. You can't take it back. I don't beat myself up about, well, sometimes I do. You know, if, I don't know, but it's done, isn't it? If you feel you need to apologise, sometimes they are just truths that just, they come blurting out. You can't take some stuff back. Some stuff is just, it finalises it. It's, I can't go back from this. Yeah. See who remains. I mean, it's, that's the energy I'm feeling. But I would say that it's a lot of ramped up tension that's fueling this. That sexual energy. So we can maybe just okay. It's standing tall. But both the feminine and the masculine are standing tall. He is standing tall. He's standing tall, but it's like he's against a brick wall. I'm not sure what you're wanting, but I feel like I want to wipe my nose. I do not feel emotional at all. Is that what the problem is? The feminines are not feeling emotional. We've had to hold it together for so long. I really don't feel like crying. I feel like wiping my nose though. I know what I need to do and where I need to be. I have the power to make this happen. Okay, right then. How can I'm not even going to say how can we help. It's like, divine, can you tell us what to do, please? 'Cause I'm not sure what the feminines are needing to do. Tenacious, never give up, never stop trying. Oh, that's on the connection. The detachment. Divine feminine. Okay. Let's never give up, never stop trying for the divine masculine. Okay. Sexy, very exciting or appealing. You have to bear in mind though, divine masculine, that you may find that very sexy, exciting, appealing, but the divine feminine feels that's a bit desperate, needy to be chasing a man. I personally do. I'd rather be wooed, dated, pursued. And my pursuing men days are over. Unless, because I want to say, unless I'm knowing that you're wanting to be pursued, but you would normally take that as a verbal confirmation, because with the signs and synchronicities, that's why the divine feminine always has pursued the divine masculine, because of the intuitive nudges. We shall be the grandparents, the grandest of all. Open-minded, willing to consider new ideas, unprejudiced. I'm really looking forward to being a grandparent. I'm really excited to see my children be parents and to be part of that. Yeah, because I know, actually, I congratulated my children yesterday. Well, my children. Jamie's not my child, but he feels like my child. He feels like my son. I congratulated them yesterday. I said, I feel I need to congratulate you because you've helped to break, and you're going to break generational curses. I think that's fantastic. I know that the way that they're going to raise their children is not how society would just guide. Society, I believe, guides you to not believe that it's a very important, the most important role that you can hold is to be a role model, a good role model to children that you bring into this world. Because it's tough out there. And it doesn't have to be. With the right perspective and the right mindset, it doesn't have to be tough. Okay, right then. Unconditional love. Cards are moving in the box. They kind of split open. I can see the clean slate. Yeah, waiting for an answer. Are you serious? Okay. Multitasking. You're waiting for an answer. Yes. Recognize your own worth. This is a message. The divine feminine recognizes her own worth, hence why she no longer chases. Divine masculine, you're a runner. Are you running anymore? It doesn't feel like you're running anymore. But you do need to recognise your own worth, because you would not hesitate to claim what you know is rightfully yours. You already know the answer. So the answer that you're waiting for, you will find within. Walk away from what no longer works. Oh, this is interesting. This masculine needs the answer before he walks away from what no longer works. Recognise your own worth. walk away from no longer works first. At least start the process. Yeah, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Because if you can't see that light, you start walking knowing that the light's that way, and you can't see the light, you could get scared and turn back. And you will not be breaking any generational curses. You'll just be cursed. It is the truth. Okay, multitask. You can do this. False evidence appearing real. So what's going on in your mind? It's more about what have you said. Because someone could have... I feel like you're trying to prove healing a broken heart. It's like you're trying to prove something to someone else that you're not lying. Non-trustworthy. A non-trustworthy approach. It might be too late. You may have said something to someone that you can't trust. It is what it is. Something's coming through about shedding light to a situation, and light will be shed. And whatever's happened, it's divinely orchestrated. Mr. Know It All. Hyphenated. I've got a hyphen in my name. I was going to say, don't copy me. Don't copy me. Do you know what's coming through? What some people like would say to children. I don't. It's it's do what I say but don't do what I do. Yeah, that's a fucked up way, isn't it? No, you can do whatever I do. Well, you might not need to. I don't really want people to take all the parts of my path, but they haven't all been very pleasant. King of Pentacles, Mr. Dependable. Okay. Is there a song about you can depend on me? I tell you what I've got though. I felt drawn to bring down this book. I'm not even sure where I got this book from. It looks old. And it's a Christmas Carol and reprinted pieces. So I think there's some other stories in there. Let me see if I can... Yes. A Christmas Carol and Other Stories by Charles Dickens. When my daughter was doing her... I'll just tell you this because I feel drawn to tell you this. When my daughter was due to do her English literature exam, GCSE exam, she'd been studying Charles Dickens, and she was a little bit nervous about the exam. And so, as with, I done this with Megan, so with Emily being my second child, Mr. Fezziwig's Ball, it takes me to that Four of Wands energy, look. I would tell them to call upon. So if you're doing English literature, you're going to call upon the author, aren't you? So she said, I'm going to call upon Charles Dickens. I said, do that, darling. So before she goes in an exam, I said to her, right, call in the best person that can help you with that topic. Come on, we all know, like, you know, the best person in that field. Or Google will. We did Google some of her topics to find out who was the best person. And I said, all you have to do is just call them in. So you can call them in before you go in and take the exam, or when you're sitting there. And I said, and another important thing to do, because when you're doing an exam, I don't know why, I don't think anyone's ever told you to, have they told you to keep your head down? Well, if they have, they shouldn't do that. But I feel that you think, if you lift your head, they might think you're cheating. And you could be looking, but you have spaces, don't you, gaps? I mean, that's just rubbish. So, or that you need help. And it's not, it's actually damaging for your recall. Because everything that you've read and digested yourself is in there, and you can recall that. When you ask somebody to remember what was your favourite toy as a child, watch their eyes. They tend to look up to recall. And I've always said to my children when they were learning spellings, it would be like you have a blackboard in your mind. So look up, look for the blackboard, and the word's going to be written on there. Okay. But it's the same with calling in other energies. So Charles Dickens came through in her exam, because when she turned the exam paper, it was on the book that she had studied the most. And she said, and I couldn't stop writing, Mum. I just wanted to write more and more and more. That's just a little technique. I mean, my kids try this stuff. They believe me. It works. And it takes the pressure off them. Because Emily's not a studier. So I'm like, darling, you know what you know. Just call on the greats. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And where Megan, she would study. Just like, chill out. It's all good. Each to their own. I call in the greats. So, shall we have a little flick through this? I've opened to, I don't know, because they're all called reprinted, oh no, reprinted pieces. It's page number 23. It really isn't, but it is on this section. Little books, aren't they? Okay, ready to be references for him. Whole pages of the court guide are ready to be references for him. Noblemen and gentlemen write to say there never was such a man for, how do I say this word? Probity and virtue. What's the word probity? Let's find out what this word means. Kiss the rain. How do I spell it, please? The quality of having strong moral principles, honesty and decency. What does that say there? The quality, I've already read that part. Maybe I meant to reread it. The quality of having strong moral principles, honesty and decency. Noblemen and gentlemen, how do I say this word, please? Probity. And you need to hear that one once. Noblemen and gentlemen write to say there never was such a man for probity and virtue. Oh, he's a great. They have known him time out of mind, and there is nothing they wouldn't do for him. Somehow they don't give him that £1.10 he stands in need of, but perhaps it is not enough. They want to do more, and his modesty will not allow it. It is to be remarked of his trade that it is a very fascinating one. He never leaves it, and those who are near to him become smitten with a love of it too, and sooner or later set up for themselves. He employs a messenger, man, woman, or child. That messenger is certain ultimately to become an independent begging letter writer. Okay. His sons and daughters succeed to his calling and write begging letters when he is no more. He throws off the infection of begging letter writing like the contagion of disease. What Sydney Smith so happily called the dangerous luxury of dishonesty is more tempting and more catching, it would seem, in this instance than in any other. That's what the book said. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, so are we clear? Is it really time to be ta-da? The Divine Feminine, hopefully you have the message. It's happening. Don't get scared now. Divine Masculine, recognize that you're simply the best and walk away from what no longer works. Because it's all served a purpose, but what no longer works for you. And I feel that's what the Divine Feminine, oh, that's interesting. That's what the Divine Feminine has done, is walked away from what no longer works for her. And a distorted, toxic, masculine energy doesn't work for her. That's not her preference. Her preference is the soulful, loving, fun, kind gentleman of the Divine Masculine, who's strong, confident, compassionate, considerate, decent, caring, loving, sharing, giving, willing. Divine Feminine, let your guard down. Divine Masculine, man up. Step into position. Okay. Let's have a look at the random cards here. The train's been stationary at the station for a while. I've been stationary for a while. Took me to this morning when I was doing some work at work, and it was writing, and it was quite a bit of writing, so I spoke about Emily writing, but I felt like I was being watched. I got greed in reverse. Okay, we don't want to be greedy anymore. As there is a possessive energy coming through. Well, for one, the greed will be about choosing money over love. Wrong choice every time. Once you choose love, the money will come. Because you made the right choice. You're always rewarded for doing the right thing, for speaking your truth. I should say that, because if you've spoken your truth today and you feel guilty about it, oh no, don't. That's what the devil energy wants you to feel guilty. It's like, no, if you manage to speak your truth and you feel a lot lighter for getting it off of your chest, then go ahead. And if it scares you, well, even more reason to do it, because there's going to be a great reward. That's another thing I say to my children. You will be rewarded for following your heart and doing the right thing. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. Speak up. So, greed. But, okay, confused. Why are we still confused? The greed, it's a possessive energy. Like, what's mine? And that isn't this type of connection. This connection, this love is to be shared with the world. Okay, we've got the mother energy and it's in reverse. We have the sun energy upright. So we have greed in reverse, mother energy, a son, goosebumps, a father. Father and son. A greedy mother. The Divine Feminine's looking at all this. Okay, there's something to say, isn't there? Something to tell. I have a tale to tell. I've seen it once. So this tale has been already foreseen. by the Divine Feminine. I want to say I don't know how many years ago. A lot's come out. Every scenario I think of, that's where me personally, me man, me woman, personally, I've been able to express my feelings, emotions, is just by, keep reading the cards, I think. They get you talking about everything. Best friend and envy. You know, this feels like somebody, I felt the energy of, what have you said and who have you said it to? And are they trustworthy? Or is it that they're not believing you? And so then you want to give them evidence, and you know they're going to be jealous as fuck. That's what's coming through. So now you're proud. It's no longer a secret. Yeah, I want to cherish the connection. Wow. The Divine Masculines, the distorted Divine Masculines, who are coming out of their distortion. Well, what's coming through is who's a dark horse now? Ooh. Should we go to some oracle now? The enchanted map. Oh, and your sacred destiny. Let's have a look at that. That reading, I think that's the most popular reading I've done. Let me have a look. Someone needs to see this to believe it. I'm figuring it out now. That was years ago. And I look so different. I mean, and sound so different. I am different. When was that reading? Let's go to contents and we'll go by sort by most viewed. 18,000 views 5 years ago. Jeez. Yep. Divine Feminine, be prepared. Someone may need to see this to believe the Divine Masculine. Look, a force to be reckoned with. I was thinking about that the other day. Is that the right way to say it, or is it a force not to be reckoned with? I don't know. I put a force to be reckoned with. And that was the 18th of September 2019. $18.1 thousand views. There's quite a lot of comments on there. Not that many though, to be honest with you, considering. Let me read out the comments. There'll be a message in there. I won't read who wrote the comments, but I'll read them as like a sentence. As a paragraph. 31:16, a promise in light of us is all we offer. Welcome to the journey, beautiful. 24:07, unforgettable. Watching this again now, Spirit is sending messages through the suggested feed. An atlas, the time feels now. I have to go downstairs for lockup. I will talk to you later. Holy fuck, balls. Perfect timing. Aho, I don't know when I joined your channel, but this message just popped up. Wow. What I know is something happened many years ago. as a result of one's actions, a life-changing moment of time. Miracles do happen, and a rebirth isn't too far off. Thank you so much for this interesting and enlightenment reading. I feel like that's about today's. You're welcome. Here to serve. First time viewer. The way you read is unique. Not sure how I feel about it. Laugh out loud. But I'm intrigued. Thank you for your light. Spiritual blessings. How can a home that needed safety inside be a safe haven now? On point, I am a Gemini female. Found out that my Virgo male spoke his true to his other lover on her birthday on his social media. His love for her and he is nothing without her. I found out after and I walked away. Things have never been the same. That sounds like someone who's on the other side of a connection that wasn't as divine. It sounds like the masculine here announced on social media. Spoke his truth, his true love. Hi beautiful, thank you, blessings. The karmic can approach me if she wants, but she will need to proceed with caution. I'm not about drama and being messy, which is what this twit lives for. That's not a bad way to put it. I mean, if you were going to use names, we can all be twits. And they have every right to be free as well. There's someone for them that they're going to gel with and create life with, if they're open to it. She will be real disappointed if she thinks I'm worried about her. She's going to get her feelings hurt. Yes, that's the sad thing, is that the Divine Masculine has been saving others' feelings from being hurt at the cost of not only his, but also the Divine Feminines. And that's a divine connection. And we're here trying not to hurt other people's feelings when those people don't really have an issue about hurting ours. But that's the kind, gentle, loving souls that we are. But there is a point when you realise I'm worth more than this. Let's carry on with these comments. Oh wow, week ago I heard Spirit say Shield Maiden and the night arrives. This is insane, wow. I'm happy here with someone else who's not embarrassed to talk to me. And it's fantastic. What would you prefer? Somebody who's happy and not embarrassed to talk to me? Or happy to be here and not embarrassed to talk to me? Go to that third energy. We are done. You know what that third energy is? The Chariot energy. The I can, it's that urge. That energy there where it says we are done. That is very much about we are done with the old way of being. It's done. Oh yeah, we are done because you become one. Oneness. We are done, we become one. Thank you very much. I really needed this message. Eavesdropping. Eavesdroppers don't hear anything good. Well. Lurking. I immediately thought of Captain Marvel's cat, Goose. The Flirkin. Interesting. Just watched that movie. Have we? Yes, we're on to Iron Man now. Just watched that movie. Oh. I had low power. I thought it might have cut out the video, but it did. Anyway. Let's do it. I'm prepared. Everything about the karmic screams cry for help. Psalms 144:1. I have that tattooed on my left wrist, and Psalms 18:34 on my right. Thank you. Why is DM such a devil energy? She spied on me, then hopped on them. It was shown on here. She then flipped me off and laughed, then begged marriage to almost all they lost their minds. Sad. Well, I'm damaged from this. Okay. She came from a lot of, well, I'm not going to act like her. Shame how she did all my boyfriends. They were on black magic to get them to desire her. I didn't. It's interesting because that kind of black, it's taken me to like a siren energy. So a siren energy is you would trap men. So you would be not worried about sharing like your body or luring men with sex, to consume them, to devour them, like to destroy them, to take their souls. That's what that took me to. Are we going to carry? How many more of these are there? I think we must be near the end. Yes, we are. Yes, the secret, she said, some were lies. She had said a bunch of lies about my family. What about her family? Secrets did... Don't know what that means. Secrets did divine Fideline tell you she loves being fat. She was fatter than I was always. She loved to eat. Not sure what that's about. Kitty Cat loves you and is confirming all you say. Laugh out loud. Divine had shown me all his dark life secrets. He ought to know to why I detached myself. He shouldn't even think of return. It's not possible. Well, I don't think it's possible in that state of being, programming, without wanting to progress. To what's coming through is let's proceed. I mean, this was the energy from 5 years ago. That comment was. No battles going on here. No way in hell. Stay away. Not wanted. Stay far away. Too late. That was 5 years ago. I mean, it's never too late. It's a karmic. He leaves and goes back. I waited 21 months for him, and now I'm done. Anything she does to him, he deserves. But he will accept it. Yeah, the masculines will accept karma. They understand what you reap is what you sow. It's all part of the process. Anything she does to him, he deserves, but he will accept it. He will never leave her, no matter what she does to him. I'm not in agreement with that. But that is why the feminines lack a little faith in this. What's coming through is like, what's changed? Well, enlightenment, divine timing. I went there, the people knew before the king did. That's it. Should we go to the enchanted map? I just thought I'd share that with you. So that's a reading that I done 5 years ago. I've got chills. They're multiplying. Let's have a look and see where you are on the enchanted map, because we are 1 hour. in 10001, we've got rescue. Okay. Do you want to have a look at the card closely? So you can see that there's a gentleman with a telescope and he's in a hot air balloon. And then we have the feminine here who's in the entrance to this hill, which is on this rock, which seems to be floating in mid-air. And I'm taken to the tree there and the chimney. And is it like a... it wants to be like a rainbow. The smoke out of the chimney. Did you see all that? I know it might be a bit blurry, but it's card number 16. Rescue. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand your life. We've got the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles here. That has success screaming all over it. What's coming through is when you realise your worth, I mean, you start speaking that. So you'll put people in their place and say, no, I'm sorry, but you can't talk to me like that. You talk to other people like that if you like, but you can't talk to me like that. So there is this power behind taking back your power. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. Okay, so if you would like outside help, if you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask and assistance will come your way. But the most important support you can expect is from spirit. So get into the right relationship with the divine. Ask and you shall receive. Sacred destiny. Let's finish with this message. The Buddha looks happy, contented. Come and show us how contented you are. Okay, I was going to say how contending you are. We are contending. Opportunity. That moon energy comes in with the secrets here. Thinking the same thing, feeling the same thing. Kiss the rain. Opportunity. Opportunity knocks. Moon through pine trees. An occasional owl hoot, and the song of a solo coyote punctuate the stillness in the forest as a traveller walks through the pines. Light from a waning moon filters down through the canopy of needles and cascades across the forest floor. Sometimes the trees obscure the moon, but sometimes its illumination clearly shows the path ahead. Pines are one of the most ancient plant genera on the planet. They have existed nearly 3 times longer than all flowering plant species. Because most pines stay green all winter, they traditionally represent longevity, immortality, fertility, health, and abundance. The moon and her gossamer glow represents the feminine and receptive side of life. Just as the moon receives and reflects the light of the sun, symbolically the moon represents receiving the goodness of the universe flowing to you. The sacred landscape wants you to know gifts from the universe are ready to cascade into your life. Abundance, health, longevity, vitality, and joy are flowing to you gently and easily in the days ahead. There may be times when the goodness of life feels like it is ebbing and flowing, rather than being a steady stream of fulfillment. This is similar to the moon peeking through the pine trees for a moment or two. But as you stay open and receptive, physical and emotional gifts will come into your life. Instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady and constant stream of joy and gifts from the universe, accept whatever you receive in a spirit of gratitude, and your bounty will increase tenfold. This is universal law. This is universal law. I'm going to call the reading that. I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, so until then, take care, much love.